Maybe attempting a reinstall this way will work. If you've looked at my rants page recently, which is new actually, I'll see if I can find it. Oh, what better way to find it than with the launcher? My rants. Rants, rants, rants. Oh, how important are rants. Open source gone wrong is what the page is called. It's a huge, lengthy article with language in it, of course, documenting why MintPPC like just totally blew up on me and just stopped working completely. So I had to I'm gonna have to reinstall. I'm putting macOS back on this. I'm sorry. I was not able to get the key mappings working for me, and forget it. I'm just not really willing to deal with that crap. So I have the drive hooked up. I actually don't even have the drive hooked up. Wow, genius. It would help if you hook up the damn drive before you actually even start the process. So macOS cannot start up. Well, I can fix that. No big deal. Disk utility. We can dump everything that's on that disk. I have tried this before, and it was actually just shutting my machine off. I have no idea why it was doing that. But there weren't any sparks. It wasn't the actual machine. It was just shutting itself off. Oxford semiconductor. I'm going to erase. Let's just use macOS Extended. What do I care? Hopefully this works. So we'll see here. Yep, we can install to it. Hopefully it works. Just install all the basic stuff. I'm not going to be using X11, so I'm just going to have that work. I have the terminal. I can do things that way. Skip a disk check, because at this point I don't care. I've done this install before. So we'll see if it works now. You can see it working. It's blue LED, because everything has to have a blue LED. You can see it writing. There's all the info about the drive. And this is actually the drive that's in that enclosure. This is just a test drive, or a test backup drive as well. It's one of these 80 gigabyte Western Digital Caviar second editions. It works for its purpose. I think there are 4 of these that I have just here alone. That one's one that I port back and forth. That's going to take about 16 minutes to do. Hopefully it works. Otherwise, I'm not going to be particularly pleased, because I want to get macOS loaded on this, believe it or not. And hell, if it doesn't work, I might install MintPPC on it again. Even though that probably won't work at all, because it's a completely different system than this. So yes, I'll come back when all that's finished. And for all of you who are just constantly asking to see what I look like, this is what I look like. I hope you aren't regretting asking. And in a sentiment of dedication, this is a speech that I have to deliver tomorrow. I haven't even prepared it yet on cue cards. And yet here I am, yakking my ass off into a video camera trying to install the macOS. So I hope you actually realize how dedicated I am to all you guys, and how dedicated I am to making videos for you. So keep that in mind when commenting negatively. Hopefully I can get this done tonight, because I actually want this thing back up and running full force. So I can actually reshoot my intro, because it's so damn outdated now. See, that's the problem with shooting intros, is that, well, actually, here's the problem with shooting intros while you're trying to go through a beta testing of a launcher version. This is the launcher version that I used in my intro. This is version 121. This is a public alpha. We're now at version 251. This is the gold release, 251, and it looks completely different. Well, okay, maybe not completely different, but it is pretty different from what I was using. But I've actually sort of started rebranding my channel a little bit. So, well, not really, but I've started expanding stuff. If you've seen my little welcome trailer, and if you haven't actually seen my welcome trailer, let's go see that right now on video. So I'll throw that into the video right now so you'll get a chance to see it. I don't really feel like playing it on camera because that just sounds like crap.
Hello there, passerbys. This is CP666 signing on for a little introduction video. Now, I know you don't have all day, and I don't have all day either, so let's make things brief. On this channel, you will find videos on the subjects of storms, technology, cats, fans, and of course, a whole lot more. Thanks for stopping by, and if you have any comments, please feel free to leave them on my channel. This is CP666 signing off, and I hope to see you on my next videos. Till then.
Still waiting for this balls to actually do something. Hopefully it works when I transfer it back into the iMac, because if it doesn't, yeah, then we have an issue. But then again, I have imaged it before and used it via FireWire and put it on here, so that's what I think I did the first time I had to reload macOS, when macOS just completely failed to work on that thing. Plus, what I actually want to do is I'm actually going to copy the system disk from the drive that's in here now over onto that disk so I have classic support. So I can run my classic apps on here as well. Because a lot of people actually are wondering why I have a dedicated OS 9 machine when I can just use one of these for OS 9 and OS 10 stuff. It's because, what's the point of having dedicated... what's the point of having two machines when they both do the same thing? But I figure it's always nice to have the redundancy, because if that drive fails, then, well, actually, okay, fine. I guess I could just put the 3 whatever. Okay, now we're just starting to get into contradictions. So, yes, that's probably, I think that's, like, about it for this right now. I'll come back when that's all finished. Alright. Computer will now reboot itself. I'm going to shut this drive off. That way it doesn't try to boot from it. Oh, so I am going to have to change my drive associations back again. Because they're messed up after it did that. So I'm now going to take this and actually plug it into the iMac. But first, before I do that, I'm going to close this because I don't need it. And I'm going to put this drive up here. So it's closer. So that I don't have to stretch any cables. Whoops, that's a USB. Plug in the FireWire. Gonna have to option boot it. Plus, I'm gonna have to get this crap out of the way. Ew. I actually hate that, so just for your information, don't buy that stuff. It's, like, just not great. It's just bad. I don't like it. Like, at all. Which is amazing, considering everybody my age must like this sludge. Yuck. You know, whoever came up with that notion should be just fired out of a cannon, because that's just stupid. Not all teenagers like everything that everybody else likes. Let's option boot this. Forgot to turn the drive on. Oops. See if it finds it. Obviously not. Rescan. No, it's still not finding it. Is it plugged in? That's interesting. Okay, that's really weird. I'm going to see if it shows up in the OS 9. Oh, OS 9. OS 10.3. Let's see if it actually works. I like that green color of that light. Might have to wait for that finder to come up. Oh wait, there we go. Untitled, there it is. Date and time is not set correctly, of course not. Then we have to wait for Classic to start up, and then I can reboot it and see if it shows up under option boot. If not, I'm going to take this all apart and I'm going to put the drive in. Yep, there it is, Untitled. Okay, so the problem was I didn't actually start it up before booting the system up. Starting macOS really, really slowly. Sit down, kick back and relax to prepare for his speech after I'm finished making this video. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. Dear God, this is taking forever. Alright, here we go. When's the last time you ever actually saw that? Canadian. Actually, it doesn't even really matter. Call it US layout. How about that? God, they have that thing going forever. I don't think it's like that in the newer macOS versions, but I'm probably wrong. I've never actually installed 10.5, other than what... I didn't even install 10.5 on that, so... Holy crap, would you actually do something? Probably just like the best video ever, just waiting, I don't know, 10 minutes for this to actually do something. I'm sure it'll do something in a second. Does have to load off a FireWire after all. That is a bright blue light. I mean, jeez. By the way, that light actually is supposed to be solid on all the time, but it dims because the hard drive draws more power as it starts accessing. Maybe it did lock up. Don't forget to register. How about I don't? How about I don't register? Oh, I don't really feel like it. I don't care. Work, damn you. I'm gonna have to take this out and put this stupid frickin' hard drive in here. At least it works. Holy crap, check out that old ass old ass iTunes logo. Holy jumpin', that is old. Of course, this is only running 10.4 as it is anyway, so I'm gonna have to download and install updates. So while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm gonna shut it off, and I'm actually gonna put that drive in there back into here so I can, deal with that. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to put the system folder for Mac OS 9 on that drive, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Time-lapse this crap. By the way, doing this while the machine has just been powered on, like, not even maybe 10 minutes ago, is not very safe, because these dudes can't store voltages, so if you're gonna do this, do like I do, then you best be careful, and, well, just not do it if you don't know what you're doing. Be careful of the VGA port if yours happens to be so equipped. Make sure you put these back in, or remember to actually put these back in before you put the machine back together or trying to use it, because then you'll end up having to take it all back down again. Luckily, the difference here with like a server or something is that on the back panel there is a RAM door. You can just loosen this. And this door pops open somehow. If you do it right, but apparently it hates me. What the hell? Seriously? There we go. There's a door, as you can see, and you can just install the RAM that way. That's why there's a hole in the EMI shield for those that have ever worked on one of these. Well, if you've ever worked on one of these, you should probably know that already. Otherwise, there's an issue. Anyway, let's remove the hard drive. Make sure you check the jumper settings. This is the most difficult part, trying to get this stupid IDE cable out. So out comes the old. Alright, so before installing your new drive, check your jumpers. Make sure that the drive is set for, I believe it's master. If not, I'll find out that it's supposed to be set for a single drive. Actually, no, it's a single channel, so it should be master, not single. Come on, damn you. Set it for master. This is probably gonna just, like, not work. That's my luck. My luck is amazing, guys, which is just amazing in and of itself. How sucky my luck is. Alright, let's install this crap. Let's power it on. You gotta see what goes boom. Power's on like a champ. Let's see if it works. Yes, it does, but I'm gonna have to change the startup disk. Alright, so the rest of the configuration. Well, first of all, let's get this stupid wireless working. Well, wireless. Networking working. Oops, wrong cable. Wrong plug, I mean. Logging in here. Alright, so that should automatically configure that. Yeah, all this is here because I have to image all of it. So first of all, in case of the dock, magnification should be on because that's like the best feature of the entire dock. Right there, excuse me. Display is set right, energy saver. Don't ever put the computer to sleep because it won't matter. The display, yeah, the display will matter. Actually, let me set the display to 15 minutes. Screensaver to 2 minutes. Or 3 minutes. Or not. That's what the flurry screensaver looks like on a CRT. That's really cool. Yeah, screw that. Flurry is the best one out of all of them. And if you disagree, then you are wrong. Nature. Nah, let's just leave it with the aqua image. Good enough. Let's not change what is there. There's the panther one. I don't know what's this so live. Actually, there is a huge difference. So we'll leave it like that. I actually wanted to check to see if I had a network connection. Networking, built-in firewire. May not be able to connect to the internet. Okay. How about via Ethernet? Let's see if Ethernet works. There we go. IP address is connected. So Ethernet works. See if I can connect to the internet with it. Probably not. Knowing my luck, it won't work. Like that. Yes, I was correct. Now, was I right or what? How about Google? Was I right or was I right? Okay, let's try something else here. Since apparently network sharing does not work from this Macintosh. What if I try this cable? Put the camera down to do this. Failed to connect my ass. Built-in Ethernet has an IP assigned to it. There we go. Now it's working. So for whatever reason, I can't connect to the internet. Oh, what version of Safari is this? Or not? Force quit. What version of Safari is this? Version 2.0. Oh wow, that is old. Holy crap. Updates need to be done. Keeps crashing. I don't understand. Software update. So let's see how well this works. If it works at all. Which it apparently is working. Yes, it is definitely working. I will put 10.4 Fox on this, by the way. So you don't have to worry about that. What else do I need to put on here? No, it's only 11 o'clock. But I have to put Audacity. And, oh, holy crap, iTunes isn't on iTunes. iMovie isn't on here. I don't need iMovie. iMovie ends up just crashing the system anyways, so what's the point? So there's the updates. Install all items. And it wants a password. So now it will install that stuff. I'll have to wait for it to actually do that. Yeah, I need to start rearranging function keys. What does these do? Oh, that just is a heck load of nothing. Okay. Function keys. I have no idea what some of these features are, so... Well, let's find out. What is that? That's expose or something. Expose. Expose. Shortcuts. The right key would be these ones. The right shift key, the right control key, the right option key, and the right command key. Or F13. Yeah, sure. So that calls the dashboard in. God damn it. How do I change that? That should be working. I don't know why it doesn't. I think I like that sound the most. So it's going to install that update now, and that'll be it. So I don't know why that doesn't work. That's really interesting. Alright, so we reboot then. Boot up time is not exactly great, by the way, just so you know. In fact, boot up time actually kind of sucks. Maybe it's only this slow because it's just installed updates, I don't know. Is it even going to start? First of all, my focus isn't working and my white balance is all off again. Rebooted itself. Would you readjust, you stupid thing? There we go, that's more like it. So obviously it was only that slow because it was installing updates. I'm installing the update. Because only one of them required a reboot. The other one was just a Java update, and it didn't require a reboot. Yeah, I really should be in bed right now. I have work and school tomorrow. Plus I have stuff that I need to be doing. And I'm still sitting here yakking my ass off into a video camera. Talking an iMac to death, basically. Still don't understand why my camera's autofocus just simply will not keep focus on this thing. Listen to that hard drive grind. Come on. I want to get something done today. I want this project to be finished. Okay, I'm gonna call this quits right now because I don't really need to spend much more time yakking into a video camera anyway. So I think this is pretty much the way it's going to stay. So thank you for watching. Unfortunately, you didn't get to watch the whole build, but the rest of it's pretty straightforward and stuff that you really don't need to see again. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.